Hey, what it do? It's your boy Easy Does It. Some call me Kareem, whatever. It is what it is. G's Up TV. So check it out. I just wanted to make a video today because for one, I said I was gonna do more video and I haven't been doing it. Posting, flying the drone, which I be doing FPV and all this other stuff, but I haven't. But I'm gonna get to it this year in 2026, as long as it's part of God will. But check it out. My latest purchase. The Sony A7V, which seems to be a pretty controversial camera for whatever reason. I just wanted to give you my opinions about it. So I received it December 19th. Ever since then, I've been shooting with it. Done a few in studio shoots. Went to the Christmas tournament, shot some sports, street photography, stuff like that. Just testing the camera out. Camera is solid. It's got the Sony A7R5 body, which I wanted with the flippy screen. My dude Kofi, big YouTuber calls it the Missy Elliott screen. I think that is a appropriate description of this rear screen with the way that it operates. The display flips. It's definitely better than the Sony A7 IV display. Has a higher resolution and you can see it. The viewfinder has the same resolution as the A7 IV that I'm recording with right now, but I can tell you for some reason it looks better than the A7 IV. Is it top notch like the A7R5, A1 II? Probably not. I haven't even had hands on with the Sony A1 II, but I heard it's pretty awesome. Nevertheless, the autofocus on this thing is definitely better and faster. Although I had no problems with autofocus on the A7 IV. It was fast and accurate for me, very sticky, which made it hard for me to believe that autofocus can be even better. It is. I'm glad they kept the same 33 megapixel sensor. It takes great photos, does great video as well. I can't argue with none of that. It's got a feature which I haven't used yet, but it was one of the reasons why I brought it. I know it's in like the Sony FX2 and some other cameras, and that's the auto framing. Being that I'm starting to do more video and whatnot, I thought that feature would be pretty cool. I seen others use it. I know there's a lot of people don't talk about it for some reason, but I think auto framing is definitely a nice feature to have overall. Of course, it shoots higher FPS at 30 FPS for stills. But I'm gonna tell you something. My experience, you don't need no more than 15 FPS. Anything over that is like overkill, man. Like it's almost like shooting a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think you need that. You end up having more photos that you throwing away, wasting time going through all those, and you have keepers. Of course, yeah, it helps you with getting the shot, as they may say, but I ain't have a problem with getting the shot with my Sony A7 IV. You know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes I was barely shooting at 10 FPS. When you know the game and can predict the action, you'll be already ready. Pre-capture is cool to have now. I ain't gonna front. I think pre-capture is better to have than to have 30 FPS or better. But that's just my opinion. I seen some videos that were saying that the A7V had issues with certain third-party lenses. I haven't used those third-party lenses, which are from Viltrox and some other companies, but I'm looking to test out some of them lenses, being that for the price and what I'm hearing for the quality, I think it's pretty hard to beat. But I use Sigma lenses and Tamron lenses, but I'm a huge fan of the Sigma lens. What I have here that has been on here pretty consistently is the 28 to 45 f1.8. I love this freaking lens. It's an awesome lens. I'm filming this right now with the Zeiss 1.4. It's an older lens, but listen, portraits and stuff like that, that lens is hard to beat. And as you see in this video, it's an awesome lens. It focuses well. I have no issue with it. I have yet to play with it on the A7V yet. I'm pretty sure that I can get the full 30 FPS with that. Of course, y'all know with third-party lenses, you can only shoot up to 15 FPS And that was really all I was hoping for anyway. So the limitation that they have with not allowing you to shoot at 30 FPS with third-party lenses really don't bother me, because like I said, I do not feel like you need 30 FPS, but to each his own. I know this camera got flagged for not having open gate and not having some of the other codecs that these other cameras have that these professionals use or whatever, but for me, that wasn't a deal breaker. Like I've been doing this like 7-8 years now, and the type of videos that I actually be asked to do is more like highlight videos. But I have never once had any client to ask me to film anything vertically. Well, we ain't filming, we record it because it's digital. Record anything vertically or whatnot. But if they did, I would just take the measures to be able to deliver a vertical video. And if they wanted both, then I would take the measures to give them both. But should Sony probably included it? Probably so. Is it a deal breaker? Not for me. If it is for you, then hey, there's so many other brands out here. It's hard to buy a bad camera. I think at the end of the day, it's all about image quality. And for me, autofocus, which is one of the most important things in a camera, how it focuses, the reliability and stuff like that. This camera doesn't overheat, as many have already tested. And I think with some of these other makers, the reason why some of those cameras overheat so fast, especially the Canon R6 III, is because all the stuff that they're cramming in it, trying to play the spec war. You know what I'm saying? Like, I prefer a refined product, something that I can count on and I don't have to worry about because I want to have the camera that has all these features in it that I probably won't even never use. You know what I mean? For me, I'm like, I use S-Cinetone when I can, because I ain't trying to do no editing. You know what I'm saying? Like, people sitting in the studio shooting in RAW and log, and I don't knock them when you don't even need that dynamic range. Just like right now, I'm shooting S-Cinetone. You know what I'm saying? I'm more like Marcus Picks. If I can shoot and not have to edit and have a quick turnaround and put out a beautiful quality video or image, why do it? Just to say that I did it. Because some of y'all, these videos I look at, I can't front, like, I don't even be liking the look, you know what I'm saying? And some are trying to go back to this older look, I guess a film look or something like that. I don't even like that look sometimes. Some of them be, editing their videos that way. It don't even look that good, but that's just my opinion. But teachers on, but I ain't mad at them, because at the end of the day, they doing it. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are awesome videographers. I love the way they put their stuff together. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, the look, some of the looks that some of them give and the way they grade it, I don't even like it. It doesn't even really look good to me, but to each his own. Nevertheless, man, I don't think a camera has to have every codecs in the world. I do think it has to have whatever codecs that you choose to use, because I think the codecs that you choose is more about workflow, whether it's RAW, log, N-log, whoever log, ARRI log, you know what I'm saying, red. It's about workflow. That's what a codex is. It's the workflow that you choose, because at the end of the day, when these guys grade these videos, and if they put them up side by side, you don't even know what codecs they use. You wouldn't know if they didn't tell you. So that tells you right there that you can get a high quality professional image using whatever codecs of your choice. Just learn to get the most out of that codecs. You know what I'm saying? And that's about it. But other than that, though, I can say that I'm happy with my purchase of the Sony A7V. I'm gonna keep y'all updated if I run into any issues or something like that, or with the camera. But other than that, at this moment, I'm happy with the purchase, the feel, the speed, the upgrades that they have. Sony already did great video quality, and it still remains now. So the 33 megapixel sensor is awesome. It was awesome in the A7 IV for photography. I think that's the sweet spot. It's awesome in this camera. Although you can't open the RAW files yet in Lightroom or whatever, it still says beta. Matter of fact, I'm gonna check it in, but I think it's still says beta, so you really ain't even, you watching videos or anybody talking about it, you really ain't, they really not even getting to see the full, you know, capability of the camera's dynamic range and stuff like that. And I'm happy with it right now with what I've been getting, being able to pull files up and not have a lot of noise in the shadows and stuff when I pull them up. Like, you know, I can't complain. But anyway, man, I'm gonna keep y'all updated. Like I said, I'm gonna start posting more videos. Hopefully, it ain't gonna be just about cameras and tech. It might be about anything. You know, we race motorcycles. I'm into a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I drive trucks and whatever. So me and my girl, we may have conversations up here. It just is what it is. You know, it's just my opinion. If you want to hear about some things, you come through and check it out. If you don't, then it's cool. I ain't mad at you. But nevertheless, man, I hope everybody have a good new year. Try to stay safe. Keep putting God first. Stuff like that, you know. Any questions you want to ask me about the camera, hit me up in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer. And until my next video, listen, like I said, y'all stay safe. Thanks for watching. Peace.